What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. So today we have another episode of Versus. This time we're comparing two pacey and skilled wingers. Stay tuned for the rest of the episode. Alright guys, so here we are looking at Riyad Mahrez. This is his second in form. That's the one I played with. And then we were looking at Gold Dembele. So I figured maybe we can back it down to some kind of cheaper beasts in this episode, because I thought we really usually do some pretty expensive players. We've done million coin icons on this series. So we did just release one on strikers that were about 150k and 30k. So I said let's back it down even more, and then we'll go big with our next one. So I thought that could be a good plan. So we are doing Riyad Mahrez and Ousmane Dembele. Excuse me. So I know we are working in two different leagues, two different nations here, but they are both right wingers with high pace and high dribbling attributes. That's really why I wanted to take a look at these two. Now, Dembele does have him beat in pace just a little bit, but Mahrez takes the crown in shooting and passing, and dribbling as well. So it's an interesting take to see if this pure pace can beat this Mahrez skill on the ball. So we'll take a more in-depth look at that in a second. But both of these guys are 5-star skillers, which is another reason I thought they'd be interesting to compare. Mahrez does have a 4-star weak foot. That is his right foot. He is strong-footed on the left. Medium work rates, which I don't love for wingers, but you can get by. Now, his dribbling stats are so good, I'm not sure you even have to upgrade them. So a hunter might be his best chemistry style. Gets him up to super high pace, as well as very respectable shooting stats across the board. So that might be the way you want to look at him there. Now, he's actually gone up in price a little bit recently, over the last day or so, but he is around that 60k mark. Whereas Dembele is just 8k. Now, this was a card that was going for 79k in October. He's steadily gone down, and of course around Foot Miss promo he dropped, and then around Team of the Year he dropped again, and now he is about that 6, 7, 8k range here. So you don't need to boost pace probably with this guy, and I'm not sure you need to boost dribbling either. So Deadeye gives great shooting boost. Look at where his finishing and attack positioning and shot power get to, as well as all that great passing stats. It doesn't upgrade long passing, which is interesting, but his dribbling is probably good enough. Alternatively, you can go with a sniper and get his dribbling to ridiculous levels, along with very respectable shooting. Now, what makes him special is the 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. I believe there was only originally in the day one database 4 players that had this. Jesus Corona, Neymar, non-icon I believe anyway, Neymar, Dembele, and I cannot remember who the third one was, so I apologize for that, or the fourth one. But I know Dembele and Neymar are 2 of the only 5-star 5-stars. So that makes him pretty unique and pretty special. He does have that high attacking work rate, which I do like. That is an advantage to him over Mahrez. But if we go ahead and take a look over here, we can compare those weak feet and skill moves, as you can see, as well as work rates. This is an inform, and this is obviously a regular gold card. Both get great links. Manchester City is in a great league, and it's a very good team. It links to Team of the Year De Bruyne, things like that. Algeria, obviously, much more difficult to get links, but with such good team links, you don't need to worry about it so much. Same thing with Barcelona here, and France is actually a great nation to start linking up with. Finesse shot is a point in Mahrez's favor. You definitely notice that in game. He does have a lot of curl, and the goal he scored was absolutely awesome. Really nice finesse shot on that. Unfortunately, I don't have the clip, but yeah. So if we look into their stats now, we'll look at their stats again. We did kind of go over this briefly earlier. I'm sorry, just checking my time, but Dembele does have that better pace. Shooting stats all in Mahrez's favor, although not by much. If you look, finishing is only by 2, shot power is only by 1, and attack positioning is only by 6, and those are the 3 most important stats in shooting, in my opinion. Passing is actually a bit more pronounced, although not in crossing. So if you want to cross into a Tammy Abraham kind of striker, both of these guys are capable of doing that. 88 curl, but then with the finesse shot, if he's shooting, does have a 99 curve automatically on those shots. And dribbling is actually fairly similar as well. Reactions at 78 is low for both of them, but it is even, so in comparison, it's not so bad. Dribbling just 3 stats lower. Agility 5 stats lower. Balance 5 stats lower. So that's why maybe you might go with a dribbling chemistry style on Dembele. You probably wouldn't with Mahrez. Defending doesn't matter. And physically, both have low aggression. Both have very low strength. And this is Dembele's main downfall, 69 stamina. It's just not enough. He does need to get subbed off around the 75th minute. It is noticeable in game, so just keep that in mind. So we will now be jumping in, to our statistics. Made them nice and big again for you guys. 5 wins, 3 losses. That doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 losses. So actually, we played quite well with both of these cards. We did play 7 games with each card. Again, a big discrepancy in actually both of their average ratings. If you look at this, both of them had an average rating of over 9. One with 9.5, Dembele with 9.5, and then Mahrez with 9.4. On the low end, 6.5 out of Dembele and 6.3 out of Mahrez. That is absolutely atrocious. Just the 1 goal scored with Mahrez in this entire 7 games, and just the 1 goal scored with Dembele. And I have trouble. I was playing him in like a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, where they're playing on that right mid, right wing, right attacking midfielder position, and I just struggle to get those wingers involved in the goals. Now, 5 assists across the 7 games, I think, is much more indicative of a solid player there. Now, Dembele only had 1 out of 2 shots on target. That is horrific. But again, I struggle to get those wings involved for just a 50% shot ratio, whereas Mahrez had 7 out of 9, which is much more respectable. In terms of pass completion, they were similar, 46 out of 62 and 48 out of 62, with Mahrez getting the slight edge. And then as well in the dribbles completed, Dembele getting the slight edge this time with taking a few less dribbles and getting that slightly better success rate. Now, excuse me, with both of these players in the team, we were able to win 5 games and then 6 games. So clearly, despite the fact that they weren't contributing so much to goals and assists, they were able to be part of winning teams, which is important. But for me, this is a toss-up. To be honest, I think the difference maker is the 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot on Dembele. I think Dembele has probably better links with France, just that slight advantage, and then he also has the 5-star weak foot, and I think that cannot be overstated in terms of importance in this game. 5-star weak foot is hugely important, and when you're playing with players with 4-star or even 3-star weak foot, you can feel the difference. They won't finish chances that they really should finish. And Dembele, you never have to worry about that. He can curl a finesse shot on either foot. You can smash it with power on either foot, and that is definitely very valuable. Dembele might be even better as a cam, as a central cam, than out on the wing. I think he could contribute to more goals for you. I am just checking my record with the Dembele that I have. I used to have another untradeable Dembele, but I got rid of him, which was silly of me. I really shouldn't have, because I had a great record with him. So if I look back here on my Dembele, I'm looking on my PlayStation, by the way, so you guys can't see it. 30 goal contributions in 50 games, which is solid. It did feel like he gets in behind more, whether that's due to his high attacking work rate or his pace. Did get in behind a little bit more than Mahrez, which is important. Mahrez drifted in centrally a little bit more, which was good, and that's why he got those more shots. But he didn't finish any of those shots. So, I mean, if you're looking at goal ratio, Dembele had 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Mahrez had 7 shots on target, 1 goal. So, I mean, where's the finishing really in terms of actual game performance? So, this is, again, I said it before, this is a toss-up. Here's my verdict. Mahrez is not worth paying up for at the end of the day. Spend that extra 50K you would be spending. Spend it on somebody else. Spend it in another position. Dembele will do a job for you, especially in a cheap team. I did just make a video. You can check back on the channel. It came out a couple of days ago. It's a 40K squad builder, and Dembele is included in that. He plays out in the right wing, linked to Vidal in the midfield, and contributes to that team in a really meaningful way. for a really, really cheap and affordable price. So for me, Dembele wins this episode of Versus. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've made it this far in the video, really do appreciate it. Go ahead, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. But hopefully you guys got some interesting information from this video and it provided some entertainment value. That's the whole point, right? So again, I would go with Dembele simply because I wouldn't pay up for Mahrez. He's not good enough to quite pay up for me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.